Brought to you by the Every Dollar app. Start budgeting for free today.
Hey, Jessica. Welcome to the show.
Hi, ladies. Thank you so much for taking my call.
Absolutely.
So I'll just get straight to the point. I am married and I am expecting our first child. And
congratulations.
I will be losing. Thank you very much. So once I go on maternity leave, I will not be returning to work. I will be staying home with my baby.
Cool.
My husband and I did Dave Ramsey's Financial University, and I'm all about saving, and it got me out of debt in my 20s. So I'm save. And my husband, he and I had very different financial upbringings, and he's like, no, we need to invest. And so my question today is basically, he takes on margin debt, and that scares me, and I know nothing about investing. And so I feel very uncomfortable with the margin debt that he has in our brokerage accounts. And I just wanted to get a second opinion, like, oh, no, that's normal. Margin debt is normal. But like I said, debt scares me. So just calling in, I'm like, I always tell him, like, you have to watch the Dave Ramsey show. Like, I'm all about Dave Ramsey. And so I was like, let me just call and get a second opinion.
Well, good. Well, I'm glad you called. So when you say margin debt, that he's taking on debt, he's taking maybe what he's gaining and then turning around and reinvesting it? Or when you say that, what do you mean?
Yes.
He's borrowing money from the broker to invest it?
Yes, he does. So the dividend pays off the margin debt. It also pays off the interest. And then the dividend also pays off our car payments. So he takes, like what the Jody, I believe what Jody said, that's exactly what he does.
Okay.
I would not take on debt to invest in.
Okay.
I mean, the way that we teach, we're just a zero debt foundation.
Yes.
And so to that end, I would say no. And then to answer your broader question, now I don't know how your husband is going to react to this. I have a feeling that he probably, if he's doing this, it's because he feels very strongly about it, in my opinion. I don't think everyday Joes do this. I think that they probably don't even invest at all. Mm-hmm. So I think that's going to be your biggest headache is I think you knew what we would say about this. The problem is, are you going to be able to get him to just, hey, can you just invest 15% of our income? Do we have to do this margin debt thing? Like, what if you said that to him?
You know, I haven't approached him with that, but he invests 50% of his income, and then 50% is what pays like our household, everything. So 50% pays like our rent, bills, everything else, and then 50% is investing. So it's not 15, it's 50.
Okay. And you want to save some up for this baby. Do you guys do you have debt?
I'm all about saving. The only debt we have are our cars, which gets paid by the dividends. So other than that, no debt. Okay.
So there's three different ways of thinking going on. There's the Ramsey way, there's your way, and then there's your husband. So the way we would teach, and I think you know this, the way we would teach is we'd say, if you weren't pregnant, the first step would be that you basically are paying off your debt first before you even started investing. But I kind of feel like I'm barking up the wrong tree even saying that, because I don't even know that your husband will go for that. But just to clear the air, that's the right way, is pay off the debt first, save up 3 to 6 months, then invest 15%, save up for kids' college, pay off your house, and then you can invest till the cows come home. 50%, I don't care, 70%, whatever.
Yeah, what is he making? When you say 50% he's investing, how much is that?
He makes 181.
181, okay. So, okay. So 50% though is for your lifestyle.
Yes.
So 90, correct. Okay. And how much are you making?
I make 85.
Okay. And what do y'all do with your income?
Mine gets invested. Mine goes straight to investing.
All of it?
We just live off of his. Yeah. It's straight into the brokerage account.
How much do you guys have in that brokerage account?
I have an individual, he has an individual, and then we have a joint. And so in my individual, I think I have 15,000. But partial of my income goes to individual and then also goes to a joint. We both tithe, so it goes into a multiple of our brokerage account.
Tell us the numbers, because that doesn't make sense so far. If you say you make 80 and he invests all of it, and then you have 15 in an individual account. So tell us all the numbers.
So 15 in yours, how much is in his?
In his, let me see, I'm pulling it up right now. I don't know what he has in his, but I can tell you in like 3 seconds. Let me pull that up. His individual is 141. Okay. And then in
The
Yeah,
joint.
actually, that's, I'm sorry, his individual is 49, and then our joint is 49.
So this must have just started because
Yeah.
you're telling me that you
Yes,
invest
yeah.
90,000 of his and 80,000 of yours, but these numbers don't add
We
up to
just
that.
started.
But okay,
We
Okay.
just started investing in September of last year.
got it. Okay.
And how much you guys owe on the
Yes,
cars?
This is very new. On the cars, we owe 45 total in both cars.
45 total in both cars. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, Jessica, I think what's happening and it's easy to do because if you get in these like circles of people, they're like, hey, did you know about this and the margin and what you can do here? And you watch a TikTok video and you're like, wait, what? I can do that too. Right. There's all these ways to do it. And so what we teach has been a proven system. People would call it boring. Your husband may just think we are boring, old fashioned when it comes to money and the way to do it. But it's just the most proven, peaceful way to live with your money. It is how to build wealth the right way without playing all the games, using your income, not anyone else's, to fund your life, fund your future. And that's what you're dependent on. There's an autonomy that we teach of not owing anything. And what that brings ultimately, Jessica, is a level of peace. When you don't owe anyone anything, I mean, scripture's clear. The borrower is slave to the lender.
Yes.
There's a part there that you emotionally carry around when you sit there and play these games. And so what I would do, Jessica, and again, I don't know if you guys would go for it because it's going to feel extreme on one end, but I would cash out one of the brokerage accounts of the 49,000, pay off the cars, have some money in
That
it.
was my thought.
Yep, I would do. I would do
We had the
that.
cash to pay off the car.
Yep, I would do
Sorry, I
that.
didn't cut you off, but yeah.
No, yeah,
And
no,
he
you're
was
right.
like, no, we invest.
Go ahead and
that
pay it
was
off.
my thing. I was like,
And
I
then
don't need
and
any
then
car payment.
Jessica, he is all in the numbers. So what I would do is I would just lay out a very simple plan. Okay, you take this money, it goes to zero, but we have no debt. So that's off the table. We're going to take this other money, put it in a high yield savings account for a emergency funds because we got a baby on the way,
right.
we got a life, and that's what this is going to look like. Then we're going to take this other brokerage account. Maybe we leave it, but here's what it's going to look like when we fund 15% of our income into retirement, which yours is going away because of the baby, but you're going to have $181,000. And I would do the math, Jessica, for his sake. Go ahead and you can go to RamseySolutions.com and use our investment calculator. Take 15% of that income and plug it in. And how old are you guys?
I'm 36. He's 33.
Okay, so do it from age 33 to age 63, 15% of your income. And that's with your income not going up, the numbers you're going to show. And do, a conservative rate of return. You can do 10%, whatever you want to do. But run these numbers and show him that you guys are going to be okay. And when you do it this way, it's maybe slower, but there's no risk. There's no debt in the picture. And you guys are working as a team because there's a lot of separation here. I want you guys working out of one account. I want you guys seeing this as really as one as well in your language even.
I definitely appreciate. I kind of feel like maybe I'm not too far off because like I know I have my thoughts about not having debt, and I was like, well, I know zero about investing. And my husband, he's a very intelligent man, but still I think he feels like, no, this is a way we're going to do it. But I'm like, well, maybe he's right. Maybe I'm right. Like maybe there's truth in both sides. So I really appreciate your ladies' input. And thank you. I appreciate that. I would love to say a prayer, light a candle, but I hope to reduce reduce what we invest. But
yeah,
well, just so you know, I plugged in the numbers for you. If you invested 15% of $181,000 for the next 30 years, from 36 to 66, you've already got $50,000 in one of those accounts. That's over $6 million. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah,
and
you're going to be fine.
That ain't bad.
You're going to be fine. So great, Jessica. Well, good luck with everything, baby and all. We're excited for you.
Create your free every dollar budget today, the simplest way to budget for your life.